What's up, everybody? Hunter here from JustPressPlay and
Dark Jedi,
today we're finally reviewing John Wick 2,
which is a sequel.
Chapter 2. Sorry.
Which is a sequel to one of the best action movies of the 2010s.
Thank you. You agree? Okay. So honestly, this is one of the couple films that is bringing back, or series, the action movies.
Yeah, because action movies have been sort of a slump lately. Like, they've been so generic. Like the Taken sequels.
Series. Oh.
The first one was good.
Third one was shit.
Yes.
So
well then.
So let's continue with it. Okay, honestly, it was a great series. This is a great movie.
This was a great
movie.
This is
honestly a great movie. So let's start with the story.
Yes.
Now the story starts off basically somewhat the same premise of the first one. You know, like every other action movie. So the premise is vengeance again, but sort of with a bit of a twist.
Yes.
Right? Like he's being ordered to do something instead of him going out and doing whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, this movie adds a lot of lore to the John Wick universe that wasn't seen in the first movie. And basically it talks about the pact.
The pact. Okay, the pact.
Right?
All right, so here's the thing that a lot of people were very curious about when the first movie came out was the lore of the agency or the damn universe, right? Like,
yeah.
It was so immense and so organized. There was like, whoa, let's see some more. And here you get a bigger sense. So sort of a couple of spoiler here and there are the rules of the agency. One, you never break a pact.
Yes.
With basically a blood pact. And you never kill in continental grounds, which everybody knows by now.
Yeah.
And basically this expands it more. It shows you how massive the organization is.
Oh yeah, trust me, this movie shows you the scale of the organization.
Like honestly, you get to one point, you're like, no fucking way. And then, I want to say it. Oh.
There's going to be a spoiler section after this.
Yeah,
we're going to do a non-spoiler section.
So hang on to that. So the tone of the film, is basically still an action movie. You know, but there's plenty of surprises. Like, come on, just so many surprises.
And the gore is still as good as ever.
So much gore, dude.
And there's one particular scene that we will talk about in the spoiler section.
Let's just say, we know about the pencil.
We know about the pencil. If you watch the first one, you'll see.
We finally know about the
pencil. Know what we're talking about if you've seen the first one.
All right, now we got to talk about the big, juiciest parts. The cinematography.
Oh yeah, the cinematography in this movie was really good. Like the colors that they used were really amazing. Like it actually fit with the tone of the movie.
Yeah, like
they were dark,
very lively and at the same time dark.
They were dark and lively colors all
which
around.
Is very impressive. And dude, this basically the cinematography in this part was taken up a notch. Honestly,
it was.
There were parts when you were like, how they pull this off?
It was very artful in some
Very
parts.
artful. Like you don't see this in a lot of action movies. And honestly, John Wick sets the bar higher.
It does.
Especially John Wick 2, Chapter 2. It sets it up even higher, and you're like, holy crap, man. You gotta see it. Honestly, you gotta see it.
It's a really good movie.
It's a good movie.
Like I know we keep saying that.
It just is. So the characters, of course, John Wick.
Characters. John Wick himself is back, obviously.
He honestly, you get the feel that he's a badass. Again,
yes. But he's also given a much
more.
He's given a human side in this as well. And you actually get to see. I don't think this is a spoiler, but you get to see like pictures of him with his wife. Pretty much.
You get to see a bit more about the context of it.
Yeah.
And same with his relationships with everyone else in the agency. And it's surprising how everybody knows who he is. You're like, how the fuck does everybody know who the fuck John Wick
people
is?
just like there's just casual like random people saying, "Hello, Mr. Wick. How are you,
Mr. Wick? How are you today?"
It's like, is he a celebrity apparently?
like a
within
ultimate celebrity
within the agency.
Yeah, it's just impressive. Now the rest of the characters, I'm sorry, I do not remember the names.
Same
I do not remember the names. They were just there for like a millisecond and then they were gone. Like honestly, it was very focused on John Wick, which is a good thing.
This time, the main antagonists of the movie weren't the Russian mafia. It was the Italian mafia.
It was the Italian mafia, and even was it?
Was it? It was. Well, at first it was the Italian mafia, and then the later half was more
Spain.
No, they didn't.
No, but the guy spoke Spanish. Or
who?
the other guy that tried to like with a pact.
Oh no, he was Italian.
Oh, he was Italian.
Yeah, he was Italian.
Oh, he was.
They went to Rome, remember?
Right. He went to Rome.
Yes.
And honestly, the antagonist is there. He honestly is a very interesting character because you see that he doesn't want to basically. He honored John Wick's wish to be out of it.
Yes.
He did. And you sort of get more inferences how honorful or honor bound the characters are. And it's very interesting. They're either honor bound to each other, honor bound to the agency, or to other members. It's very interesting. And of course, we gotta mention that everybody. Morpheus is in there technically.
Oh yeah, Morpheus is in this movie.
I don't remember his name.
The name of the actor is Lawrence Fishburne.
Thank you. I honestly don't
yes,
remember
but
his
we
name.
all know him as Morpheus, obviously.
Honestly, he's in there, and honestly, everybody saw.
It has a Matrix feel to it now because you have Keanu Reeves and Morpheus in the same.
Now we wait for Trinity.
Or Lawrence Fishburne. They should get the actress for Trinity in this.
Honestly, she's still an actress. Like she's.
I mean, she's still doing movies.
She's still doing movies. Anyway, everything packed together comes and creates a very good movie. A movie that honestly, I'm excited for them to create a third one.
And let's just say this isn't really a spoiler as well, but it kind of sets up a sequel. It's sequel bait, pretty much.
But it honestly sets it up better than other movies.
Yes.
I'll be honest. Other movies, it's so plainly obvious. This one, it's sort of like leading up to it, but at the same time, it can stop right there.
Who knows?
Who knows? If they stop it right there, they stop it right there. Even then, it's still good, and it keeps the interest of the viewer.
Yeah. It really does. And let's talk about something else, the tone of the movie. And now, this is one that's actually... You could say it's a bit different to the first movie.
It is.
Because in the first movie, the movie itself is mainly relegated to just one area, New York. And the tone of it is very dark and drab.
And like, I'm going to kill you and just revenge, basically.
Yeah.
The tone of it is very much revenge.
It's a revenge movie.
Well, this one, it felt more remorseful.
Yes. And it has sort of an action adventure feel to it as well, like because there's traveling in this movie. He goes to Rome, like we say.
Like, technically, it's not the adventure of John Wick, but the adventure of the viewer. Like they're in it along for the ride, and it's very cool. Like, come on, it was very cool. So,
but I'm gonna be honest though. I like the tone of the first movie a bit more because it had more of a subtlety to it. You know,
honestly,
like you didn't know what you were getting into. It was like a new thing that you've never seen before. It's like John Wick. Wow.
Yeah, you're right. In this one, okay. Honestly, I'll be honest about this. I prefer the second one. I mean, the first one still, although the second one is still very good. Like, they're both basically right there. They don't move much. They both basically push each other up. Not like other movies where one's better than the other. No, this one, they were both here, and they because of how they correlate together, they pushed each other up.
Yeah, this movie could have easily have been a cash grab if you think about it.
Honestly,
it could have been like just redo the same plot of the first movie. Let's just make sure it makes a lot of money, like the way they did with, for example, Die Hard 2. It was just a rehash of the first Die Hard, but
Die Hard, Expendables 2. Like,
Expendables 2. You know, those action movies.
They were
right?
good. Okay, I'll be honest. I like Expendables, but
the first one was shit. Really good.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it.
You know,
I don't hate me now.
I don't
disagree.
Like I don't disagree with you there. I didn't like the third one.
CGI when Harrison Ford in the helicopter.
Yeah.
just no, man. Just no.
The first one is pretty good though.
It was still pretty.
But like I said though, I'm glad that John Wick isn't a cash grab.
Yeah.
You could tell that they actually put their heart and soul into this,
especially Keanu Reeves,
especially the fight scenes,
dude.
The fight choreography. The choreography in this is just as amazing as the first one.
Honestly, people can say it. I'm gonna say it. This is honestly one of the best action flicks I've seen so far.
Yes, it's actually on my top 10 action movies list.
And my top 10 too. Like honestly, it's up there. So, rating. Ooh, here we go.
The rating.
For me, I'm going to give it to, like I always do. As a critic, I give it a 9 out of 10. It was very surprising. The dialogue was, like, on point. Like, everything had purpose. Not a lot of movies do that. You know, there's sometimes, they jiggle shit all over the place. But this one had purpose. You know, the cinematography was great and so on and so forth. It boosts it up there. But the reason it doesn't get a 10 out of fucking 10 is because, well, how do I put this? John Wick didn't have that much dialogue. Everybody else spoke for him, you know? Honestly, I would prefer if he spoke a little more, or he gave more of his thoughts. I know it's still an action flick, and it's very focused on it, but there's still a lot of dialogue compared to other movies. So I'm like, where's his dialogue? There's always someone else that's speaking for him. Even though Keanu does a very good job of expressing John Wick's rage just to his actions, which is something that John Wick does, a little bit of voice or more emotion would be great.
Yeah, and for me, my rating system is based off of, well, the letter system. So I'll give this movie an A-.
Ooh, boy.
I know. Okay,
That's
here are the flaws that I have with this movie. Well, not many actually. This movie is near perfection as an action movie. As an action movie, it's near perfection. But like I said, I liked the tone of the first movie a little better, and I feel that the tone of this one was not as well done as the first movie, you could say.
There's still a lot of thought there, but it wasn't the execution.
The execution was what wasn't perfect. And because the first one was kind of a surprising movie, you didn't know what you were getting into. It's like you didn't think that a movie like John Wick would actually be good, and so this one, it's like, oh, you were already expecting it to be good. It's like, okay, True. It's good. And don't get me wrong, I think an A- is still good. So don't rage in the comments section or anything.
You can, honestly, but please don't.
Please don't.
Anyway, the big thing though, like honestly, that sort of that knocks the back of the head of your a little bit is the fact that it's somewhat the same premise of the first one.
Somewhat, but not completely. We will talk about that in the spoilers.
It sort of starts basically.
Oh yeah, it kind of does remind you.
That's how come it brings it down a little bit.
Yes, a bit familiarity, too much familiarity.
It's too much. Like honestly, it's just the beginning part is where the issue is. But the stuff after everything else is just
golden.
Fine.
It's a golden movie.
It's a gold mine. So again, as a fan, you have to watch this movie because it gives you a 10 out of 10, like epic, just absolutely epic movie.
And if you're an action fan, what are you doing with your life? Go watch this movie.
You should have watched it way before we did. I'm sorry we took our time, but
yes,
we're broke.
We're broke college students.
Broke. All right. So,
but now we should get into the spoiler review.
Spoiler section. So
okay. So now let's talk about what we were talking about, like the beginning of the movie.
It all starts with the house blowing up. Very different, but at the same time, like the first one. It is like
yes. This time the house. No, did the house get blown up in the first one?
No, the first one they killed his dog and stole his car.
Yeah,
and
this one they upped the ante. They blew up his house. Luckily, in this one, the dog didn't get killed.
Everybody was like, the dog better not die.
And he didn't. And this was I'm sorry, but this is such a cute dog. I love animals, so yeah, it was a really adorable dog. I loved it.
Honestly, that's a big. I'm not for animal cruelty. That's like we did not watch A Dog's Life. If you guys don't know about that, that's just crazy.
Yeah,
anyway,
but that's getting off topic. Let's get back on topic.
Anyway, nonetheless, he does get his car back.
Oh, yeah.
From the first movie, he gets his car back, and it was very
And
cool
in the beginning of the movie, there's actually a really cool chase scene with his car and some thug on a motorcycle, and it really shows you the bright colors of New York City, like what I was talking about. We were talking about in the cinematography section. It's really well shot, and it's like a beautifully shot scene, like for a dark action movie.
Even then, like honestly, everything after that it just gets cooler and cooler. The thing I liked the most though was the way they did the packs.
Oh, the packs.
Basically, it had a gold coin, very large gold coin, and basically it had like a needle on the top.
Yeah,
and then you seal your blood inside. That was cool. Oh Jesus! Yeah. Anyway, the way it continues on after that, not only do you see more of the universe, like how far it goes, like that's all the way to Italy, and you're like, they're still here.
I love how they actually went to a different location in this movie. They went to Italy, a different country, basically.
Yeah, and even Rome. Then you saw different parts of Rome. Like you saw how the agency worked, which like you have the clothing line, which is like I'm like, what the fuck? They have a clothing line too? The fuck is this?
When he's picking out his guns, I just love that scene.
It was pretty cool.
It's like, do you want dessert?
Would you like dessert?
Yeah,
and they take up the knives, and you're like, that's dessert. Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
But it's really really good dialogue. Like the one thing I did like about this movie over the first one is that this one has more humor to it.
True. And also something I never saw in another movie, which honestly I should have said before.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
Setting up to the action. Remember how he puts his guns before he goes into the fight? Like, he already knows what's going to happen.
Yeah.
A lot of movies don't do that. You know, and he stick to his gun. You know, he never just throws it away, picks up another one. And that's very interesting.
Oh yeah, the gun fights in this movie were superb.
Again, they're really freaking cool.
And let's talk about one scene that really kind of made me queasy. Was she the daughter of the mob boss? Gian, I think her name was.
She wasn't the daughter. I think she was an assistant.
No, I think she was the daughter. I remember saying the
you
mob
mean
boss.
she
cut basically. That's the scene.
No, she was the sister.
She was a sister. Okay, there we go. But basically, she went into a pool and
killed herself.
Killed herself by cutting her wrist and stuff
that
like
made
that.
You queasy?
Yeah, stuff like I don't know. See people getting cut or cutting themselves at the very least makes me queasy. I don't know why.
For me, what got me
feel
queasy,
it in the veins.
What got me queasy was basically seeing someone get basically their genitals ripped off. There's a scene that way, dude, just.
There was a scene where a guy's genitals got ripped off, and you actually saw,
the guts coming out.
Not guts, the testicles,
sack, basically the sack. Like John Wick basically does a maneuver where he gets on his he was behind the guy, gets the knife up in there, just cuts it. Oh god, the guy lived only for like 2 minutes or like a second.
Yeah, think about how much
that shot him in the head. Still pretty bad.
And there's also
the pencil.
The pencil. We got to see how he kills people with the pencil.
The way he kills them is like at the same time.
He stabbed one guy in the ear. I remember.
One in the ear. Like he puts him down, but he smashes. The fact that he smashes his hand on it, just oh god damn.
You can feel the pain, man.
Everybody in the theater when we were watching it, everybody cringed.
Yeah. And didn't he stab someone in the mouth? I remember he put a pencil in someone's mouth.
He did. He went up there.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was a throat. It went like under here. And then the other guy, he got it from the back of the neck.
Oh yeah. So now we know, people. John Wick
can kill people.
With any mundane object.
Anything. Honestly, unless he can kill someone with a cup, then I'm impressed.
Like, for example, you could kill someone with this rubber band. Think about that.
Honestly,
he'll find a way. John Wick will find a way.
Just choke you. Yeah. So let's see what else is part. Okay, and the ending. The ending. Everybody talks about the ending.
Oh yeah,
here anyway.
The ending of the movie. Yes.
I honestly, it made sense to me, but Nate did bring something up, which was he gave him an hour to escape. Basically, after everything has happened.
Okay, let's tell you what happened. Let's see what happened. Okay, basically he killed someone on company grounds, pretty much, and you're not supposed to do that.
You're not, of course, it's basically the rules. You follow the mark, the rules from it, and then you fucking don't kill anybody in a business in company grounds. Basically.
Yeah, and John Wick broke that.
Broke them, and the guy had set up like $5.2 million on his head before he killed them in company grounds. So the money's up there. Then you see him bring to the center of fucking
Central Park, I believe, right?
Central Park in New York, Manhattan specifically.
Yeah.
And then tells him you have an hour to escape.
Yeah, but the thing I like is that when he messages all the hitmen that need to kill John Wick, like you see everyone in the park freeze. So that means that pretty much everyone in the park was a hitman.
It shows you how huge the organization is. The goddamn organization is, especially when he just walks up to the hobo and just throws him the coin.
Oh
Take me to him.
Even homeless people are part of this organization, or at least they pose as homeless people.
It's very impressive.
It's very impressive.
It's very impressive. I honestly want to see something like this in other movies. Bigger organizations. Like I'm thinking of how it could be in Marvel
James Bond
or honestly, it could be done. It's just that you gotta think about it.
Or imagine this is I don't know if this will be a cash grab too, but they do a James Bond John Wick crossover.
That'd be interesting, honestly.
But
chaos forward. Iron ideas, mate.
Or Mission Impossible, John Wick crossover. Who knows?
I know.
But I don't think people want that. Remember, we gotta know what people want.
Yeah. So, wrapping everything up.
Wrapping it up.
Wrapping everything up.
This was a really good movie.
It was a very good movie.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. It was epic, basically.
I'm glad that John Wick 2 is probably putting action movies back on the map because like I said, they've been suffering for a while with mediocrity, pretty much.
A lot. And this is technically the first sequel that Keanu Reeves has ever been in. That's
actually good.
That's actually good.
Because remember, Matrix Reloaded, it had like a few good action scenes, but the movie itself was.
I was confused in the end. I had to watch it like 3 times. I'm a kid watching this movie. I'm watching The Matrix, right? I love the first one because I was a kid. It made sense. Everything made sense. Then you watch the second one. As a kid, you don't understand shit. And when you ask your parents, like I asked my dad, "Dad, what the fuck is going on?" He's like, "No, no, no say, I don't know."
Thing is,
Google saved me.
Save me.
Like years later, though. But
yes, but this is a good Keanu Reeves sequel, and I'm glad that he's actually coming back as well, and he's showing us that he's a very competent actor. When it comes to action movies, that's his craft right there.
Honestly, that's his craft. He just hangs on the best. Dude, the stair scene was like...
Oh, yeah. You forgot to mention one scene that made me laugh my ass off. The stair scene, like he's fighting another agent, and they're just both falling off the stairs. And
like 3 flights of stairs.
Don't fall again. And they keep falling. They keep falling. It's hilarious. And by the way, that scene kind of reminded me of the movie They Live. It's a movie from 1988 where basically one of the actors fights another one, and it's a hand-to-hand fight, basically similar to this fight in John Wick. I don't know if you heard of They Live.
I don't think I have, honestly.
It's where the guy puts sunglasses on and says, "I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass."
That movie, yeah.
There's a fight scene in that movie. Jesus. It's reminiscent of John Wick 2. I'm pretty sure they got inspiration from that scene. Who knows?
It's a very great film. Anyway,
it was great though. John Wick 2 was just.
I honestly cannot wait for the third one.
If there is a third one, let's hope. Let's pray that there's a third one.
I honestly want there to be a third one because this could honestly keep going. Honestly, it can. And if it's possible, Hollywood gods, please answer.
Did you say Bollywood?
I said Hollywood.
Oh, I heard Bollywood.
Well, Hollywood gods, please let this movie come.
And let there not be any rip-offs of John. Because as soon as like a movie series becomes popular, there are rip-offs of the series.
We're gonna see it. I swear to God, when we're gonna see it, I'm gonna have to say it.
It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be bad. I can just imagine it could be as bad as
who knows. It's gonna have like a really bad name. Also like
The Wicker Man.
The Wicker Man. Wait, isn't that already a movie? Isn't that the Nicolas Cage movie? Isn't that already a movie?
It's like an action version.
The action-packed version of Wicker Man. This time with Nicolas Cage as John Wick wannabe.
Ghost Rider. Jesus Christ! All right,
but guys. This was good.
This is honestly until next movie. That's hopefully good. A-.
And for you,
9 out of 10. Enjoy this movie.
Yes, I recommend it for all action fans. But for now, we're signing off.